cousins. Fuck your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I seen your shit and see her sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love that hot box, a demon bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker. She bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold if God calls.
Welcome to the Shirts Off Podcast,
Papayas.
Season 2, Episode 89. Last episode, we would have talked about how Jason Aldean is making headlines for a controversial song, how Paul Rubens hated it so much that he died, rest in peace, King. Also, how the writing strikes continued to blaze on while the summer blockbusters hit harder than they have in the last decade, and how Barbenheimer shattered all expectations and broke box office records. That's what we would have talked about, but we had Josie on, and little did we know that episode was going to be so fucking interesting.
Yeah,
that,
it was
that
really a character study episode.
about our friend
Yeah.
joining the Marines, which was great and awesome, but we didn't get to tackle any of those things.
If ever you could have a bottle episode in a podcast,
That was the bottle. That was one of our bottle episodes for sure.
Oh my god!
But before we get all into that, and before we give our last applause and hurrahs to Josie,
hooray.
the weather in Brevard County, Florida, is 81 degrees Fahrenheit. The precipitation is 9%. The humidity is 78%, and the wind is 6 miles per hour. I am Charles E. Boy.
I am Crate E. Carter.
No, how dare you? I'll be lurking. You got to figure out foods.
Who's
Okay,
that?
Cassie.
Is that one of yours?
Cassie Rose. Oh shit, I didn't.
Is that one of
make it.
yours or one of mine?
What do you mean one of
Like,
mine?
do you know her?
Yeah.
Like from the impound?
You know
Or-
Cass. Yes, Cassie's been here a bunch of times.
Oh,
How,
okay.
you never remember anybody unless you know them for real.
Look,
You're
listen
such a
to me.
fake-
Listen to me.
What?
I have what they call object permanence. Okay.
What does that mean,
If
Creighton?
they're not right there in front of me, I'm not gonna remember it.
Damn, that's crazy.
Do you want to know
That's
what
crazy.
red cauliflower means?
Is it the word of the day?
That is the word of the day. Look at you. A+ for you, Charlie. Golf clap.
What
Do the
does
golf
red?
clap
What
sound.
does red cauliflower mean?
Rectal collapse caused by repeated abuse of the rectum from cock or other phallic devices, resulting in an abundance of tissue resembling a red cauliflower.
Cassie, I hope you find something good to eat tonight. The fuck?
I saw that and I was like,
isn't that just anal prolapse?
I don't know.
I feel like it's similar.
Look, I didn't do the research. I saw the
I'm-
word and I was like, that's it. Don't
I'm telling
ever
you
say
right
that
now,
sentence.
that motherfucker back there is real. Don't ever say that sentence again. Yeah, I agree with acquiring our father. That is not. We do not want to do that.
You didn't put the
I don't
parrot
wanna-
over there. It's just an empty seat.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Sorry. I'm coughing because of air quality. You know, those Canadian fires. I didn't realize that it was going to have long-lasting effects.
What, the
And-
fires?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was hazy the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, look, it's just a bunch of fucking smoke. I'll be all right.
No, it's fucking. There's like a chemical.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
in the air right now.
Like, over the past week.
Dude, me too. I've been fucking like sluggish. I haven't
awful.
wanted to get up. I've barely worked out in like the
It's
last week
awful.
and a half.
And
I hate it.
I was talking to my friend Liz, and, you know, the person I've told you about sometimes on the podcast, he'll just, like, say the funniest shit and then just go about the rest of her day like it's nothing.
The nanobots are working.
And we were talking yesterday, and she's like, I hate my little fucking kids.
Jesus.
No, she didn't say it like that, but, you know, and I was like, okay, what's going on? And she was like, well, we were outside playing the other day in the smog from the Canadian forest fires. And I didn't think, my dumb ass didn't think, oh, I probably shouldn't have children out here because she's got really young children.
Jesus.
And now they've been sick for like the past week. And
I mean, it's like-
diagnosed
it's
with
like-
bronchitis.
It's like when kids grow up in a house full of smokers. Like, they don't
Oh,
realize
yeah.
that they're
Oh,
sick
yeah.
all the time or that they're
Oh, yeah.
unhealthy. Like,
I don't,
I have like a little permanent cough
yeah.
from growing up with smokers. Just like a like a little,
Yeah.
I'll just
yeah.
quietly. So I'm always like,
Well, now
I
they
always,
are
like, get
too.
off of the mic. Like,
Now,
over here.
now they are too.
Well,
You
no,
know.
that's different. They can recover from a few days. For me, it was like my whole fucking, the first
yeah.
20 years of my life.
No, but it was so for I don't know if I've talked about Liz on here before, but I used to work with her at Food Lion, and her and her husband are fucking hilarious. They interact on my stuff on Facebook all the time. And so anyways, some occasionally, and I told her this the other day, I was like, I haven't laughed as much in this past, like, how do I phrase it? I've laughed the hardest this past month from like 2 or 3 different messages you've sent me just randomly throughout the day. Do you remember we talked about before the other podcast Monday what she told me about at her brother's funeral, which sounds awful on here.
I do remember it. You should say it.
I
no?
don't know. No.
Okay,
No,
never
that's
mind,
her
I
story.
guess.
That's her story.
Okay. You should text her and be like, "Can I
Yeah.
tell the story on the podcast?"
But
And
anyways,
see if she says yes,
I've
because
been-
it is fucking.
I've been trying
It's
to
pretty brutal.
I've been trying to get her to go on like a double or no, I've been trying to get April to go on a double date with like Liz and her husband Matt. And
You should go on a double and a half date, or I just come in fifth wheel.
Well, oh dude. Oh, are you kidding me? Like, you think April was embarrassed at the movie theater? We'll be at some nice restaurant, and me and you and Liz will be talking about, those types of things. And
Liz's
her-
husband
yeah.
and April will
Oh,
just sit
yeah.
there and be like,
Well,
"Should
no,
we get married?"
Liz,
Let these
Liz's
fucking
husband
3 weirdos.
loves it. Like,
Yeah.
he's in on it. You know what I mean? Apparently he's fucking hilarious. He's commented on some of my stuff, and I'm like, oh, this man. He's like one of those quiet, funny people. Like,
Yes, I know
and
who you're talking about.
I haven't directly spoken to him as much, but like, dude, it's like Matt. You know how Matt's like really,
Yes.
really, really funny, but like you wouldn't know that seeing Matt on the street. Well, the other Matt, not the Matt that
Gentlemen, hello Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
We love you.
Anyways,
Hey man,
I'm excited.
we went and saw Barbie and Oppenheimer just
We
like
did.
all the people did.
We did Barbie first and then Oppenheimer.
Barbie,
Some people were telling
there
me
were
to do
so
Oppenheimer
many-
first.
There were so many little kids.
So many, and they.
Who
they
had-
had a good time.
I'm sure they had a good time some of the time, but wow, that was not a movie.
No,
little kids.
Well, and so have you seen what people have been saying about? Like, I try to look at what everybody says about the movie, but occasionally I'll step into that side of the internet where it's a bunch of guys that are really mad that there's just powerful women in movies, and they were upset about it. They were like, "This movie lied to us.
screams patriarchy.
It- It hypnotized children into going because they thought it was going to be a kids movie, and then it was not."
Yo, what's up,
And
Mo Joker?
Barbie, ironically, is more controversial to them than Oppenheimer is,
Yeah,
which is a fucking statement.
Ben Shapiro almost died. Yeah, Ben Shapiro left the theater. He was like,
And to them, I say, it's about the patriarchy, but it's also about a matriarchy as well.
It's about both.
It's about both.
Yeah, the movie.
it's
She does a
also-
good. If you go into it with like go into it to enjoy it.
Yeah.
What I got from it was that Greta Gerwig, the director, she's a
Yeah.
great director. She was like, "Look, the patriarchy, sure, it can be a problem, but guess what's just as bad a problem?
A matriarchy.
A matriarchy."
Yeah.
She's showing that
Yeah.
this is why it's unbalanced.
It's also
like,
about
if it's leaning.
finding yourself,
Find-
figuring out
yes.
where you belong,
Who you
like
are.
the purpose of life.
Yes.
Like the best scene that I've seen in a movie all fucking like this film year is in that movie, and it's the scene where she's sitting on the bench
with the
just
old lady.
Yeah, taking everything in, and she looks at the old lady.
Oh,
and she's like,
Barbie.
"You're beautiful,"
Groomer movie.
and she goes, "I know," because I was like, "That's such a real fucking
Yeah,
scene."
and it's
like,
look. Think what you want about whatever message. It's fucking hilarious. It's a very fun movie. Ryan Gosling might somehow pull a best supporting actor Academy
Yeah.
Award out of it. But
it's
Oppenheimer,
a Barbie movie.
yeah, I mean it's fun. It's a good.
Are you
it was
mad that
entertaining.
it's about women?
Yeah, I mean
It's Barbie.
I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I like the messages it was telling. I think that
I
people
am
are
too,
over. I think people are overhyping the messages it was telling by the
well,
end.
it's still doing great numbers, right? Like even though
Yeah.
it's like people are
Barbie's a woman.
Yeah, I swear to God, it feels like that's what some of these guys were going in there like. Oh yeah, we're gonna fucking see Barbie. Like they don't fucking know that it's about a doll. That's a woman. Anyway,
Oppenheimer was fucking
Oppenheimer's great.
unbelievable. I mean, one of the best movies
Yeah.
ever made.
I
So good.
Christopher Nolan turned people talking in a room and like a 5-minute explosion into a 3-hour movie.
that somehow is paced flawlessly, has you on the
Yeah.
edge of your seat the whole time, and keeps you wanting more.
The only and like
And the last scene,
this is the last scene's the best scene.
the last scene is one of the best scenes.
Not
one
the
of the
best scene of the year.
One of the
Best
best
scene
last
so far.
scenes, one of the best like closing scenes of a movie ever. It's up there
Yeah.
with the greats of like holy shit.
And they
What
weren't
an
even
ending.
talking about him.
What?
You know how the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't.
Yeah, sorry.
That's a spoiler.
Sorry.
They don't even know it's a spoiler. They don't know how it's a spoiler, but it's a spoiler. So shut the fuck.
I wasn't expecting.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to be as
just
gr-
fucking
yeah.
throw hands as hard as he did acting wise, bro.
Oh.
Robert Downey Jr. grabbed his acting dick and put it on everyone's table.
He didn't have to do that. Wait.
We live in a time where a Barbie movie causes more controversy than butthurt than a movie about atomic bombs. That meteorite can slam into this big ball of bullshit anytime now. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I saw somebody got mad. People in Japan were mad that people were making Barbie and Oppenheimer memes where like it's Barbie sitting on
really?
Oppenheimer's lap, and Japan was like, "This is a fucking thing. It happened to us. This is real." And so they started making 9/11 versions, where it's like 9/11 but Barbie. And I was like, I made a tweet. I quoted it. I said,
feel like they're not understanding the meme.
I said, shit like this is fucking hilarious to me. Because, like, if you can't take the darkest aspects of the things that have happened in history
Yeah.
and figure out how to make light out of it, the darkness is winning. Like, we have
Yeah,
to let
for
these
sure.
things have comedic things and also have stories told. Oppenheimer, yes, it's about that, but it's a great movie and it's telling a real story. Excuse
Joker
me.
said the problem is they took a toy for kids. Kids wanted to see it, and parents are taking them to it. Not appropriate at all. That's the main problem with it.
That's my main problem with it. Sure, but like,
I
man,
mean, you could say the same thing about Transformers. I mean, fucking look at 2007's Transformers movie.
yeah, it's
like,
not for kids at all.
Do you but like, do you know who was there
Super
watching
over sexually
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
there.
I
We
was
were
10.
I was 11. Yeah, we were fucking
We were little
children
kids
going
in
to
that
see this
movie,
fucking
yeah.
Transformer movie. Transformers are getting ripped in half, like with simulated blood and guts coming out.
Or the Dark Knight. Dark
Yeah, I mean,
Knight's
like,
definitely not for kids.
yeah, I mean, look,
And
pick
we
a
were little
fucking
kids,
pick a
like,
thing that's air quotes made for kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I think if you go into it with that mindset,
they
you have
sexualize
to,
the robots. Yes,
you
like not as much in the first one, but by the second and third one, the
Yeah,
RC motorcycle girls
Yeah.
are fucking very sexualized, and just Megan Fox. It's a lot of like violence, gratuity,
yeah.
sexual
I
innuendos.
think you have to kind of take that with a grain of salt because like there's movies.
We already fucked around and found out twice we
Yeah.
can make Rice Krispie treats again. Jesus.
Like you have to take it with a grain of salt because I mean every movie nowadays is, and I in my opinion it's a good thing. But whether it's good or bad to you, they're gonna have a little bit of an edge to them just because of the climate that we live in. I mean, I look at the 90s, for instance. You had stuff like Batman the Animated Series that was very
Same kind of shit. Parents really need to have a little more common sense.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it should be on the parents too to kind of look at the reviews. But
Well,
I mean,
not even the reviews, but like just pay attention to the trailer. If you
Yeah.
watched the original trailer for Barbie,
yeah.
you can tell it's not
Well,
a fucking kids
And we
movie.
went through like a period of time where you had a lot of movies that were very sanitized, very
Yeah.
safe. You know, is the word I'm looking for. I feel like we're starting to come back around again to these movies that play with these ideas that you can introduce to kids a little bit more hardcore or go hard in the paint with them. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think
I don't
it's
think
a
any-
bad thing.
Short
I
of
think,
Short of Pixar and like the Disney princess movies,
yeah.
I don't think any parent should watch a movie with their kids for the first time. I think a parent should watch a movie and decide whether or not it's what they
Yeah.
want their kid to watch.
I think it encourages critical thinking. You know,
Yeah.
depending on like how obviously I wouldn't take a 3-year-old to this movie.
yeah,
Because,
I
like,
wouldn't
they're not-
take.
but
I
they're
wouldn't
not gonna
take a.
get it.
Yeah,
They're
I
not
wouldn't
gonna
take
get it.
anyone under like 14 or 15 to that movie. Like,
Really? To Barbie?
Yeah, I mean,
Really?
yeah, like a 12 or 13-year-old girl is not going to understand a lot of the stuff going on in that movie.
Huh.
Some might. I mean, I'm sure there's a few, but like, or a boy. I mean, any kid. Like, no children. Like, I feel like you need to be in the last couple of years of high school to like have
See,
a shot.
I would go lower. I would be like 10 and up, I think would be okay.
I don't know, man. When I was 10, I was not activated like that yet.
Yeah.
And that movie has a lot of those like relationships. Like fucking 12 and 13-year-olds, they're not going to understand the fucking whole entire plot of Barbie and Ken and what the deal between them is.
I know what you're talking about, 'cause I remember being that young and not fully understanding movies, but honestly that's what made me want to go back and watch them again and again, because of those themes that you didn't really understand. You know? And you kind of figure it out as you go on.
Like, enjoy the things you remember enjoying, but then enjoy the new things that you didn't quite get.
Yeah.
All movies, like a lot of animated movies. It's crazy how many animated movies were made for, kids and adults. Like, dude, El Dorado, The Road to El Dorado, fucking Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
There are some incredibly
that's what I'm
adult
saying, though,
moments.
Like, animation in kids' movies can do so much more than what we do with them.
Yes.
Here, you know what I mean?
And they're just better and better now, too.
I mean, look at Puss in Boots and The Last Wish.
Yes.
Like, a story solid for kids, but has so much more meaning in it for a wider range of audience.
PG-13 ain't the same original final PG-13 I grew up knowing.
Yeah.
They push the envelope a lot more now. Yeah, that's true. They definitely... Well, I mean, it's like yes and no. Like, sometimes they push the envelope a lot, and then sometimes something's rated R, and you're like, how is that rated R? It's like, that should be PG-13, and then the other way around. And then sometimes you have PG-13 where you're like, how did that even get a PG-13
I
rating?
think that they should get rid of PG-13 and just go back to G, PG, and then R. I'm being serious, because, I mean, PG-13 is like...
They make PG movies, and you're like, how is that even, like... How do they not just do G? Like, it's the what is allowed, what those ratings mean is so crazy to me now.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody, PG-13 has ruined R-rated movies. How many R-rated movies do you know that come out?
I mean,
besides Deadpool.
I mean, there's a lot of R-rated movies still.
Well,
Oppenheimer was rated R. There's a lot of R-rated movies.
But I mean, like R-rated movies in the sense of like what they used to mean, in like the 80s and in the 70s.
Yeah, R was definitely foretelling the stories that just involved violence and murder and sex.
And now you have PG-13, and it's like that weird middle ground. Like, oh, we have killing,
and we can say these cuss, words, but we can't. We can only say fuck like once or twice.
Yeah. It's
until
it's
allowed to be rated R.
And
it's like the Batman. It's they use their F-bomb right away.
The Batman shouldn't have been. I mean, the Batman's a great example
of what PG-13 is like supposed to be. That's like a fucking boom. There's your PG-13 cap. And it's man, that movie goes a couple times. It gets as close to R as you can get.
But I mean, look at Jaws. Jaws is PG.
Yeah, Jaws was rated PG.
And you have a fucking whole ass leg in that movie for like a couple seconds.
You have a whole ass dude getting eaten alive. Like it shows the whole process.
So, I mean,
I don't think G even really exists anymore, does it? I mean, like, fucking kids shows.
Oh, did Copenhagen? Damn, I didn't even see that Copenhagen said that. I was just talking.
Yeah, Jaws was PG.
Wow. Look at us, Copenhagen. We think.
Well, dude, like, the original, like, True Grit was PG.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of, like, old Westerns were PG. Just because they didn't show the lady getting fucked, literally.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how often...
I think Blazing Saddles was rated PG, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. Disney is notorious for sexual innuendos. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, for sure.
Blazing Saddle.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was R, but I can see PG.
Not that kind of rating. It was R. It was rated R.
It was R? Okay, yeah. I mean, that makes sense, too. Excuse me while I whip this thing out.
I have not seen that movie in so
never
long.
seen that?
In so long. Let me say my thing.
Oh, okay.
Right before I'm still, by the way, if anyone notices me, like, kind of having a panic attack, I fucking did the last dab hot sauce from Hot Ones right before the fucking podcast. Just naked. Just did the fucking just the sauce. No chicken, no nothing.
He was trying to get our friend Matt to try it.
Who did try it. But now I've done it, and my stomach hurts, and it's killing me.
Yeah.
Oh, sick, LMAO. I need to try it. Mel Brooks movies were pretty much R. Yeah.
You know he's still alive?
Yeah, he's 98, I think.
Yeah.
He's old.
Yeah.
How old
he
is
just
Mel
did a sequel to
97.
What was that movie called?
God, he was born in 1926.
Something
Do you understand
History
what that
of the
means?
World. Thank you, Joker. He just did a part 2 to History of the World. But it's a series.
Mel Brooks is 97. Do you know what that means?
What does that mean?
That means that when he was 20 years old, World War II just ended.
No, that's not right. Is it?
Yes. 26. He was born in 26. 46. He would have been 20 in 1946.
So when we were 20, did
When
he fight in World War II?
I don't know.
Spaceballs was great. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Early life and education, World War II service. In early 1944, in his senior year at Eastern District High School, Brooks was recruited to take the Army General Classification Test, a Stanford Binet-type IQ test. After scoring highly, Brooks was sent to the Army Specialized Training Program at the Virginia Military Institute to be taught electrical engineering, horse riding, and saber fighting. What? In 1944, Brooks was drafted into the Army. 12 weeks later,
Hey, Amanda.
12 weeks later, when he turned 18, he officially joined the United States Army at Fort Dix, New Jersey.
Fort
Dix Induction Center, and was sent to the Field Artillery Replacement Training Center at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Okay, did he ever see fucking action? Okay. Stationed in Saarbrücken and Baumholder, the battalion was responsible for clearing booby-trap buildings and defusing landmines as the Allies advanced into Nazi Germany. Brooks was tasked with landmine location. Defusing was done by a specialist. Brooks has stated that when he heard Germans singing over loudspeakers, Brooks responded by singing into a bullhorn, Toot Toot Tootsie, by Jewish Al Jolson. Brooks spent time in the stockade after taking an anti-Semitic heckler's helmet off and smashing him in the head with his mess kit. God damn. His unit constructed the first Bailey Bridge over the Rohr River, later building bridges over the Rhine River. In April 1945, Brooks's unit conducted reconnaissance missions in the Harz Mountains in Germany when the war ended.
Jesus.
Motherfucker was out there doing shit. Hello, Amanda. Yo, really lucked out on that one. Huh?
Amanda said, "Are we reading a book?"
We're
We're reading a book about Brooks.
We mentioned Mel Brooks, and then
it came up that
he was 20 when World War II ended, and we were like, I wonder if he was in World War II. And motherfucker was over there.
I mean,
in Germany.
he's Jewish, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So like, I was like thinking in my head, okay, there's two ways this went.
Damn, that's metal as fuck.
He either got like, he either evacuated or was like having to fight.
Bro's final was 10 have it these. If you think about it, we took Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but Japan took Detroit, fucking Honda and Toyota. God damn. And turned it into a shithole. Oh, no, that makes sense. I miss you guys. We miss you, Amanda.
I miss you, Amanda. I was texting
Jerome the Parrot is doing a fantastic job
Yes.
in your seat
Yeah.
while your replacement is out living in fucking Jefferson. Not
Honestly, we should just get them both on, Melissa and Amanda, and have them to go at it.
Nope, they wouldn't vibe. They wouldn't vibe
You
well.
don't think so?
Nope.
No.
Nope, they would not. Nope. Probably. They might be best friends.
Honestly, watch them do a better podcast than me and you do.
We got him in the first half, though. We did get him in the first half. We got him pretty good.
Imagine you're reading that thing, you're like, oh yeah, Mel Brooks was on the Enola Gay when it dropped the atomic bomb.
Dude, could you imagine? There's no way he'd be known as the Mel Brooks we know him for today.
I mean, look, that explains a lot about why he made comedies. Man was over there fighting Nazis
and singing at them when he heard them singing.
And then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna come back and write comedies. Spaceballs, here I come.
Oh, what a gangster, man. Mel Brooks is such a gangster. God, he's so old. He's been old for so long.
Yeah.
He's been old for 40 years.
Just a little bit of trolling.
It's crazy that he was... So he's 97. So that was 77. 70 years ago, he was our age.
Amanda said...
70. Could you imagine him going, in 70 years, not only will I be alive... But other dudes who are as old as I am now will be talking about the fact that I was ever that old.
Look, we should do it. We can make it, Charlie.
What?
We can make it to 70 more years of this.
Yeah. Well, this.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone will watch it for that long. We'll be on
Copenhagen will still be here.
We'll be on our 8th audience at that point.
There we go.
Just a little bit of trolling. I'm surprised the parrot doesn't have graphics too.
We should get graphics for the parrot and make it Instagram and Twitter.
Literally, it just be, this is Jerome the parrot who got graphics before Amanda.
Yes.
Well, she's the one who said that. I'm surprised the parrot doesn't have graphics. Monty Python, another one of my favorites. I'll be dead. Monty Python's amazing.
Where's the floor?
Holy grail. The Spanish Inquisition is one of my favorite bits of all of comedy history.
Oh yeah.
Where's Floorhole? We don't know where she is.
Yeah,
She just
she's
out
in
in
a
the forest.
new house.
We assume she's like out in
a
a
place
forest.
far away from us.
Yeah, we're assuming she just got lost like in the
Yeah.
woods somewhere.
Actually, she had knee stuff today. Remember, she told us that Monday.
Are we sure? She
Yeah.
told us that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Life of Brian was pretty good. Yeah.
Life of Brian.
Yeah, it's the Monty Python movie.
I don't know if I saw that one.
It's the one about Jesus.
We demand a shrubbery.
Freedom or crucifix.
I saw that all the big heads of like Disney, Netflix, all the streaming, Amazon are finally going to sit down and start those talks with
Really?
the with
It
the
just
strikes.
took how many months?
It
6
took fucking
months?
so long.
Yeah.
Well, I think what happened I think what like triggered it or what got them to like finally be like fine, fuck it, is all these celebrities donating money to these funds that pay all the people that are in these
Yeah.
unions. And like cuz they're originally like Netflix, Disney, all all their plans were to just like
Wait
wait
it
everybody
out,
out
yeah.
and have everybody go broke. And so now
they can't.
Now they can't, and they're like fuck. So
well,
they're
I mean,
dealing
they
with it.
need to. Have you
I
seen what
agree.
they were trying to do? They were trying to replace these guys with AI, the writers,
Yes.
and then for the actors. I mean, yeah, you have people will be like, "Ooh, they make billions of dollars pretending to be somebody. So why should we care about them?" But really, the strike's more
It's not
for
even yeah,
the,
it's
for the
the
lower.
It's for
end
the all the
actors,
other people, and not just the actors, the fucking grips, the lighting,
Yeah.
like people in the
Yeah.
business
Yeah.
who all are. The reason that scene looks so good and sounds so good and flows so well is not all carried by the fucking actors who
Are
run
the
it.
VFX artists in on this too?
Yes, everybody.
They should be. I was about
Yeah.
to say the way Disney was fucking working them and what they were getting paid, and people are like, "Oh, She-Hulk looks like shit." Well, gee, I wonder why. It's
Yes,
not
because
like
no one's making any money.
it's not like they're like, okay, make She-Hulk, now make Secret Invasion, now make Ant-Man. Like, you have to, and you have to have all these things done within 3 weeks.
Freedom or crucifixion. Always look on the bright side of life.
Oh, and by the way, we're only gonna pay you like
$26,000 a year.
exactly.
Fucking no, and a lot of these people are living in fucking Atlanta or L.A.
Oh yeah,
Like in all these fucking movie cities.
yeah.
Like that's just
That's ridiculous.
and they have to fucking fly places
Yeah.
and travel, and they're just not making like it's
no,
ridiculous.
No, and something's got to give. I
Yeah.
mean, hell, I make more than that, and I work at Food Lion.
Yeah, like it sucks when the cool part about your job is that your job is cool,
Yeah,
not also that you're like
Yeah.
compensated.
I mean,
Because it would be cool to say, I was on The Walking Dead and I did the
Yeah.
makeup, but I got paid $10 for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the guy who sold the Nike swoosh to Nike. He got paid what, like $15 or something like that.
Or yeah, I think it was like it ended up being like $300 or something.
Like the equivalent of $300 today.
I don't know, but they ended
was
up
ridiculous.
so it ended up being a lot better. They ended up giving him stock options many years later.
Well, still,
yeah, or
many
her,
years
him
later,
or her, I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, like it's just a
Hashtag
graphic.
one
We've
price.
we've paid cheap money. Like the Sneaky Bros who did our graphics and our fucking what are they called? What are these called? Emotes.
Bumpers.
Who did our emotes and our graphics and stuff? And Nepal, like it's not that expensive. It's like cheap stuff. Whoever knows if it's gonna go viral and be hugely successful? You know,
Oh, yeah, if we
the
do-
Nike
if it
swoosh person
does-
had no idea, and there's no reason that they should pay him so much after he's been compensated for drawing a
Yeah.
check mark. It's just crazy that it did and became so iconic. And
Yeah.
and still they went back and were like, "Hey, you want some fucking cool shit for being so cool?" It's like if anything,
We definitely can't do that with Nepal. Just be like, fuck that guy.
No, I would.
I
Are you
know,
kidding?
I know,
if
I know, I'm
somehow
just
we
kidding.
became like synonymous with some kind of art that Nepal did,
Yeah.
I'd hire him full time. Like I would, if like it got to be that kind of level of
Turn
crazy.
out
Because
art.
Nepal's a fucking gangster.
Mm.
That dude makes great art. He's a great, I mean, unbelievably great human being. Like
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to meet
I was
him.
just fucking. I was fucking with you, dude.
I
didn't
understand,
mean, like,
but
let's
I
fight
have
that
to
guy
gas
over.
my boy.
Yeah. I need to
True.
gaslight him.
I had a friend that lost his job due to all that shit going on. He's been struggling looking for a job. What did he do? Was he like?
Yeah.
Was he a background actor? Did he do like lighting? Was he a grip? Did
Oh, there was another part that I heard about that. So our friend of the show, Marissa, went to a con the other weekend, and she met
fucking Marissa?
She met the guy that plays Kingpin on Daredevil.
She met Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
Where was this? I want to go.
It was at GalaxyCon, I think, up in
God
North
damn it.
Carolina. And she met Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen.
He was a fluffer for Brazzers.
Anyways, she couldn't really ask him about any of his upcoming projects because he couldn't talk about it because of the strike.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a thing.
He
like,
made
even
like
at
the
cons.
setups and stuff like that for the backgrounds of shows. Okay,
That's cool.
that's pretty gangster. We used to do that.
Yeah.
We used to make. We used to build the sets for Learn TV.
But I didn't realize that's part of the strike that they can't talk, even with their fans, can't talk about stuff that's going on.
well, they're not allowed to talk about projects they're actively on a lot. Like,
right.
anyway,
but
like, whether
I,
the strike's happening or not.
it's like even past stuff she couldn't ask him about because, like, I guess it would be seen as sending her to whatever website was whatever streaming service was offering that.
Oh, to watch it at all? Yeah, they're
yeah.
trying to. They're not advertising
Yeah.
anything. They're
So
trying
it's
not
like
to.
you're meeting him, but you can't talk about all the cool shit that you've seen him in. and
There's like
ask
a
him.
few movies over the next like couple months have some like slips that they're still like they can still advertise the movies.
Yeah.
Just because like it all happened before any of the
Yeah.
strike stuff happened. Like Barbie, like Oppenheimer, like the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like all these
Yeah.
movies that are coming out.
And it's already out, by the way,
excuse
the
me.
new Teenage Mutant Ninja.
Yeah, it
Turtles.
came out. I think it came out today or yesterday.
No, it came out last week.
Or what? I don't.
No, sorry. Last Thursday.
I don't think that's
Friday or
true.
something like
Is
that.
that true? Are you sure?
When did we go see Oppenheimer and Barbie? Was that last week? Or was that the week before?
It was the day it came out. The like. You guys watched The Secret Invasion? I did. I
He
enjoyed
did.
It.
I know what happens.
I enjoyed it.
Like
The last
that.
episode's kind of lame, but as a whole, the show's pretty great. To me.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I couldn't get into it, but I watched like the reviews and synopsis of what happens. I was like, oh, that's yeah.
The acting's great. The bad guy, his arc ends very flimsily, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
But his portrayal of the character was incredible for the show.
I would like to see Daenerys become the new Captain Marvel.
Okay.
If they go that route.
Daenerys.
Yeah. I don't remember what her name is. But
Gaia.
Gaia. No, I mean I'm talking about the actress.
Oh, Emilia Clarke.
Yeah, I would love to see Emilia Clarke become the new Captain Marvel, but other than that, I could really care less about the show.
Secret Invasion is about the Skrulls, who are the green aliens from Captain Marvel that can turn into, like, they can shapeshift into people. It's
Yeah.
about them. It's about Secret Invasion in the comics is about them taking over a bunch of Avengers and other
Yeah.
people in government, and like you don't know who's a Skrull and who isn't.
The
In this
comic's
show,
better.
yeah, I'm sure. Well, it's
Yeah.
not. This was not like a 1-for-1 at
No, I
all.
know.
The main villain choked. Well, it's not even that he choked. It's they wrote his ending very badly.
Apparently, I saw an article that
Because that
said,
actor's a great actor. The
I
guy who
saw-
plays him, Gravik, is an
I
incredible
saw an
actor.
article that said that episodes were still being edited as they came out, and they weren't really sure where the story was going to go,
Yeah.
even as the show
That's
was
a big
premiering
problem.
coming out.
That's what the big problem with WandaVision was.
And I was
The
like,
last
what
couple
the
episodes
fuck?
of WandaVision
Well, for
fall
that,
flat
that
for a
makes
lot
sense
of
because
characters.
that was going on during COVID. This is not that. This is like they've been working on this for years. Like, I just feel like it was not handled well behind the scenes at all.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember the strikes have been happening for a while.
Right, but this has been like on the slate for years. Like they've been working.
Yeah,
on
but
it
like you
for
said,
years.
they've been working on it every episode as it's coming out. They were still working on them.
No,
and
no,
these
but I
strikes
mean,
have
like,
been happening for a while.
what I'm getting at is like they didn't have a story already put together. They knew where this was going to go.
Well, I
they
think
were
they
still
had
trying to figure it out as
yeah.
it went.
I think they had the like outline. They have like the general outlines. And honestly, look, I'm telling you, like, it's not bad. The show's great. It's one of the better MCU shows. Like, it's one of like the top half MCU shows. The last episode's a little lame. The whole show's unbelievable. Ben Mendelsohn, Samuel L. Jackson, Emilia Clarke go fucking. The guy who plays Gravik, I don't know his name. They go fucking crazy in this show. The acting is unbelievable in that show. It's very good, dude. Fucking, Rhodey, Don Cheadle goes fucking bananas. He acts way better than he has any right to. This show is packed with great acting. It is so good.
I think
The Kree versus Skrulls in comics were always badass. I
Yeah.
finally forced myself through Miss Marvel. So, damn, that's crazy.
I think that this is one of those cases where it would have been a better movie than a show.
Secret
And I don't
Invasion.
know- Yeah.
I don't think they can fit it. There's a lot. They're long episodes. I mean, it's 6 episodes, and they're like the last one's
Right.
like over an
But
hour.
I watched the first episode and
Or wait, no.
I just couldn't get into it. I watched it all the way through and I was like opened myself up, opened my heart up to be
See,
like
I
okay,
just-
let's give this a chance. And I
just
just
enjoyed it
I
the
felt
whole way
the
through.
same way that I felt when I watched She-Hulk, When I watched Miss Marvel's first episode, I felt empty.
Okay.
And I couldn't watch it.
I'm really excited for a future where they pull a lot of these guys who are only in these shows into the movies, like Moon Knight.
Yeah.
I can't wait for
I'm
a
excited
world.
for whatever they do with Moon Knight next. And,
Moon Knight,
Loki.
Loki. Apparently, Deadpool 3, a big plot point of Deadpool 3 is dealing with the TVA.
Really?
Apparently that's like how they're going to kind of be introduced into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Interesting.
Is like that's a big giant part of their plot points. Here's my thing. All of the MCU shows I enjoyed. She-Hulk wasn't my favorite either, along with Iron Fist. Well, Iron Fist isn't part of this.
Yeah.
It's not part of
technically
the MCU Marvel
they
shows.
They have their own version of Kamatosh. You know?
Yeah. So there's the Marvel shows that happened before the MCU started making them, which were
the
Daredevil,
Netflix shows.
Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist, and then the
Jessica
Defenders.
Jones still holds up though.
Yeah, fucking
Daredevil
holds up. Jessica Jones holds up. The first season of of Luke Cage is pretty great.
Second season kind of goes off the rails.
Yeah, it gets a little crazy. And then Iron Fist, I like the actor and I like his portrayal, but the whole show was pretty lame.
Honestly,
good
just
acting.
reboot it with the same actor.
Maybe.
There's no reason you can't.
I love Charlie Cox's Daredevil, and the Punisher's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Both seasons of Punisher's fucking.
You kind of forget
incredible.
about the Punisher though being technically in that lineup of shows because it feels so different.
Yeah, I mean it felt very Daredevil, but it's like they were kind of their own thing. And
Yeah.
Jessica Jones was like we're changing shit up. It's getting
I like
weird.
Defenders.
I like Defenders too.
Defenders was
I
very
love.
much
They
like,
all had
okay.
incredible chemistry.
Yeah.
They had great chemistry as actors, like as their own
I
little
liked
like
watching
pseudo
them coming
Avengers.
together.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like it was going to be a movie. Like each episode felt like it had purpose. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Like these episodes are stretched out and they're long,
Yes.
but it's like it feels like a concept. Like each episode doesn't feel contained. Like it doesn't feel like it needed to exist. It just feels like it's continuing an ongoing story.
Yeah.
And that part's cool.
They're
but
trying
it's
to
like
world
there's
build.
no
They're trying to
reason.
world build the MCU more and more, and like that works when you make
but
stuff.
Damn, dude. Like,
Yeah,
it
that
feels
works
like
when-
filler.
That works when you make things that are important to the world, like
Yeah.
Loki or like WandaVision, or like even Moon Knight. You know,
Yeah.
explaining the afterlives and all the fucking things. But like She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, Captain or fucking Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like. Falcon and the Winter Soldier has great moments. Captain Marvel has great moments. She-Hulk is funny. But like they're not doing a ton for the. The only thing Falcon and Winter Soldier did was, like, make it make sense that Sam will already be Captain America for the next movie.
Well, see, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
and-
Did you
and it
really
did
need
its-
a whole show for that.
Nah, you needed like maybe a
movie-
4-part miniseries
movie
instead
would
of
be
like a
fine.
12-part or
Yeah.
however many it was.
It felt like forever. But besides all that, I'm just tired of the MCU. Like nothing's happened in so long.
Excited for X-Men to be in the MCU.
Yes.
And that's the podcast. How dare you, Copenhagen? See,
I took a break, or I need to take a break from the MCU because I was watching DC stuff today. Like
you
their
have
new,
taken a break.
their new animated universe that they're working on. Fucking phenomenal. I'm loving every second of it.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is on Disney Plus now.
That was good too.
I
That was a
watched-
solid
I
movie.
watched it this
that
morning.
should be my jumping off point for the MCU. I'm done until Deadpool.
Sorry, I got them talking about this.
Yeah, sorry, Joker. You really got us going down the rabbit hole. But I'm done. My final stance is I'm done till Deadpool on the MCU, and yeah,
Looking forward to Blue Beetle.
I might get drunk and go see the Marvels, but you know.
I think look, I'm a simp. I love all of the fucking MCU stuff. There's so few of the projects they've done that I outright did not enjoy or like. And I didn't like Multiverse of Madness. I didn't like Thor: The Dark World. That's my like pinnacle of
Did you like Love
bad.
and Thunder?
I did. I really liked Love and Thunder. I liked it a lot. I'm easy to please. I want my superhero movies to be superhero movies. Have some good acting sprinkled in. I don't need it to be fucking Oppenheimer. I don't need it to be The Departed or The Dark Knight. I don't need it to be like this fucking piece of art every single MCU movie.
Yeah.
I want my big world of superhero movies and characters to make sense when it's happening. Nothing doesn't make sense. Some of it is written weird. Some of it is not to people's liking. I get that. Cool. Like it or don't like it.
Ooh.
As long as when the Avengers all assemble and all these characters are thrown together, I already have like a contextual understanding of who they are
Yeah.
and why they are being the way that they are being. That's what I want. I
So
want
you
to
have
watch.
autism.
Sure. I had. Wait. You take down any fat lines of Bolivian Bisquick lately? Every fucking night, son. #respect. I had to tonight to tolerate the 20 minutes I've been on this podcast. Damn, Amanda, that's crazy. How
Look.
dare you? Your replacement could snort a lot of lines. That's Jerome right there. See that in Honker? That's fucking
Yeah.
Honker. Oh, I don't know if I can do the Marvels. If I go see them, if I got to see Miss Marvel one more time, I'm going to slit my wrists. Whoa, bro, it wasn't that bad. Jesus. See, I like Miss Marvel a lot more than I liked it more than She-Hulk. I low-key liked it more than fucking Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I like the acting in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but the story is just whatever. I did not care for it.
So Pee Wee Herman died yesterday.
Pee Wee Herman did die.
No, 2 days ago.
His name's Paul Rubens.
Yeah, Paul Rubens died.
He did indeed
He
die.
founded the Reuben.
That's not what he did. I
It's-
take PCP to make it through.
Yeah. The Joker, you didn't know?
What? Dude, you guys didn't know Pee Wee Herman
Yeah.
died? Fucking look at the internet. It
The
was
guy.
everywhere.
Yeah.
From the Eagles? Oh yeah, the bass player from the Eagles died. He did die indeed.
He died today?
No, he died 4 or 5 days ago.
Oh, damn. I saw him in concert.
No,
one
I
time.
knew that.
The
the
same,
same
day?
Was it the same day?
Maybe they were the same person. We just didn't
Damn
know.
it, the hot sauce hiccups have started.
Did we ever see him in the same room together? Nope.
I was
how
so
you
sad.
can't prove that it wasn't the same guy.
Shut the fuck up. I hate you. Anyway.
Anyways, in honor of him dying, I watched Wolf of Wall Street.
Mike's up there shouting something. The
I
Eagles?
do.
How fucking old are you? I fuck with the Eagles.
I like the
Relax.
Eagles too.
Yeah.
There's a couple songs on
Great. If you went to that concert in 2013, you didn't see
It
him.
wasn't in 2013, Amanda, for your fucking information.
Whoa,
Get
whoa,
it
whoa.
right.
Hostility.
I just wanted
Calm
to turn red and get mad.
down. Why are you getting so mad all of a sudden? What the fuck, dude? I need everyone to calm the fuck down. Hey, watch it. Love the Eagles. Yeah, I think we all fuck with the Eagles. here.
Anyways, Charlie, look.
What?
So I watched it with April.
What did you watch?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, so this is real. You actually
I
did.
did.
Okay.
I did. Yeah.
Have
Last
you ever
night.
seen it?
No.
You'd never seen it?
No.
What'd you think?
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, it's it's fucking
was
amazing. It's a
great.
Martin Scorsese movie,
Yeah,
dude.
I didn't
Leo
realize
DiCaprio.
it was a Martin Scorsese movie
Yeah.
until the credits started rolling. I was
Oh
like,
my god.
Yeah, and April fell asleep in the middle.
Of course, it's 3 hours
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
She's a fucking.
Oh yeah, but she was
never
like,
can stay awake
I
while
asked
watching
her about
a
it
movie.
today, and she was like, at some point I just got bored when Margot Robbie wasn't in it as much as I thought she was gonna be, and then I checked out, and I was like, I
Yeah,
get
she
that.
is great in it when she's in it. She's
Jonah Hill's good in it.
yeah.
I was
he got an Oscar
surprised.
nomination.
I was
that movie.
surprised because, this came from a time. What's that? 2009, 2010.
No, that's like 2015, 2016.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyways, it came from a time where, I wouldn't have saw Jonah Hill as more of a serious actor. Now that obviously isn't true after seeing, what was that movie maybe it was a show on Netflix that him and Margot Robbie were in together.
You mean him and Emma Stone?
Emma Stone, yeah.
I didn't watch that, but I heard. I mean, he did that movie. He did Moneyball before that. He did Moneyball and Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
He got like back-to-back Oscar nominations. Like
Damn.
he went off. Like he had a fucking great. I think he got nominated for Moneyball.
There's a new Martin Scorsese movie coming out.
Yeah, it's called Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh yeah, that's the one that you wanted to see. He will not shut up about it, Joker.
Jonah Hill.
What's Moneyball about?
It's about baseball.
Oh.
Specifically, it's about I want to say the Angels is the team,
Yeah.
and how Jonah Hill's character in the movie works with a guy named Billy, blah blah blah, something I can't remember who.
Billy Zane.
Played by Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
and the two of them have a new way of building baseball teams using algorithms and like computers.
Oh,
and
I
shit.
remember that.
Yeah.
That's damn. You just dug
Yeah,
out
he
a
was-
core memory.
Yeah, he was nominated. Okay, so that was 2014 was Wolf of Wall Street, and 2012 was Moneyball.
Yeah.
So
that
he
makes
was nominated like 2 years.
That movie's insane though. Like the shit that they do in that movie.
Wolf of Wall
yeah,
Street?
I
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
fucking
oh my
nuts. They do
God,
some crazy
yeah.
shit. It's amazing. You know
Changed
there's a
baseball
new
forever.
Martin Scorsese. Oh, okay, yeah, you said
Yeah.
that. Moneyball is good. Changed baseball forever. Yes, it's a great movie. It's a really good movie. It's funny. It's insightful. It's very. It's got a lot of heart. Chris Pratt's in it. he's really good in it too. For
Chris
his little,
Pratt's in it?
Yeah, he's in it for a good chunk.
Really?
Yeah, he's like a main character. Like he's not like it's like Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill are
Was
the
this
two
before
main.
or after Guardians?
2012
Before
Guardians. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, 2 years before.
The year is 1989.
You
are
are
sitting in.
You want to read it or me?
No, you can go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
You
fine.
started.
You already cut me off.
Okay, I'm sorry. The year is 1989. You were sitting in the back seat of your mom's Oldsmobile Cutlass. Oh my God. My dad had one. The entire interior is maroon in color. Hotel California is playing on the radio. Your mom is smoking a Marlboro Red 100. An ember flies by your face, narrowly missing. At this moment, you are living on the edge.
I remember
That's the
that.
Eagles
That was me.
right there.
That
Dude,
was me.
Hotel California was a fucking
Yeah.
giant span of my childhood,
Yeah.
music-wise.
That was
all I
me
listened to.
going to fucking my grandma Lula's house. Like that was my grandma Lula right there, not my mom.
I was a sophomore in high school. I'm the one smoking the Marlboro Reds. Jesus Christ, Amanda.
Where after she did a couple bumps.
Yep. Couple lines.
Yeah.
Stop doing drugs, Amanda.
Yeah,
You're
get
gonna die
yourself-
so young.
Instead of getting yourself an 8-ball, you should just play 8-ball on your phone, so that way you won't.
God, you suck. You fucking suck. That was so stupid. I fucking hate you.
It was a well thought out, well executed joke, and I'm not taking it
I
back.
stole my dad's Hotel California CD when he left us.
Oh
Oh,
my
my God.
God.
Fucking
Jesus.
word it a little
Yeah.
worse, can
That
you?
hasn't been that long ago.
Like, Jesus. Way to bring everybody down, Amanda. Now
Yeah.
we're all, everyone is sad now.
Imagine her dad's on the way to go get milk from the store.
And he's
that's-
listening to
no,
the
no,
podcast.
No, that's the reason why he didn't come back. He was looking for his fucking CD.
He was like, God damn it. He just fucking kept going. Creighton, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And it just went dark. I'm happy about that.
Look, the worst and best part of this is we know Amanda personally. We've met all of her family and seen what all they look like.
I miss hanging out with Amanda and Ashley together.
Oh yeah.
That was so fun. I had such a good time. Instead of smoking a gram, you should work on your grammar. But dumb tis her.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, I'm happy
Yeah,
about my dad.
Copenhagen's getting in on
Happy
it.
about my dad leaving. Wait, when did this happen? Like, did this
That's
just?
her personal business. If
Well-
she wants to tell, I know when it happened, but I don't want
Okay.
to just throw her shit out there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because I have some context, but it might be like
Yeah.
context that is no longer true.
Well, okay, I think out of everybody here that's been on the podcast, I'm the only one who hasn't had a parent just up and leave them. So, speaking,
I'm behind. Where did you go? Where did you go, Amanda? God, like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. Okay, I was
see?
about to say. So no.
She was in her 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's OMG, Creighton.
I'm just saying I haven't. I'm batting 1,000 over here.
They kicked me off.
Speaking of
We
it,
did not.
we
You
did
fucking
not. You were
left.
like, I
We
quit.
were upset about
You're
it.
like, I've moved up the chain of command, and I don't want to risk my reputation.
Your reason
on
was
this podcast.
literally, I'm still in my fucking 20s. She literally said she was worried that Food Lion would get mad at her if they found out she did the podcast. Meanwhile, fucking Numbnuts over here runs his Food Lion.
talks about in meetings and everything.
Yeah, he literally was like, yeah, me and my buddy, we're racist as fuck on this podcast. That's fun. And they're like, oh cool. Cigarette warnings should also include how dangerous it is just going to purchase a package. My dad left 19 years ago to buy some, and he still hasn't made it back.
It's a rough world out there.
Yeah, it's a rough world for them dads.
Jugger said assholes. What a bunch of
It's
assholes.
her. If you've seen Guardians 3,
Oh,
at the very end when the credits roll, it's them in their lineup for their crime photo from the first one, and Creighton just goes, "What a bunch of assholes!" And I laughed so hard.
it was a Darren
I'm
moment.
so frustrated. What are you frustrated about now? I have so much to talk about, and I just can't. I have to type it. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
know.
imagine if you hadn't quit the podcast. You could be here doing this, Amanda.
She Creighton's been fired. What?
So, that's what you meant to say. So.
Oh no, he has not been fired.
If
Nah,
anything,
Creighton-
I'm thriving.
Yeah, Creighton's thriving at work, and
Are you
Amanda hates her
kidding me?
job.
I work in corporate America. I'm thriving as fuck.
Oh man, it's so I'm thriving as fuck.
Yeah.
She moved far away and got a better version of her job, so she fucking quit the podcast because she hates us.
And she said, I don't want it to ruin my reputation.
Yeah, she didn't. She was worried about her career. Creighton thinks he's the shit. He is the shit. Look. I hate that he is, but he is. Let's not take it from him.
I am the lion.
I'm more of the shit. I'm the role. In the role I'm in.
Yeah, so you have to say that though in yours. I don't have to say that in mine.
He just is.
I just say I'm the shit and leave it at that. You're like, I'm the shit in the role that I am in.
And they know.
You see that? That's what they call that? That's a subtitle,
Shut the fuck. She counts the soups.
You know why?
Soups to nuts. On the totem pole, I outrank him. Does she?
Yeah, no, that's true. But also,
Does she have less power, though?
So, no, because if she was at my store, I wouldn't have to report to her. I still would report to the store manager. So she doesn't technically, she does technically, she's further up on the call list, but she's not telling me what to do, really. If you know what I mean.
Well, she literally isn't because she's at another store.
No, but even if she was at my store. They just call her if something goes wrong first before me. Is really what.
Anyway, the point is we miss you. Where do you get that information at?
I don't have to. I know it. You think I answered it?
Fire him now. What it's like to have Mufasa as a boss. Or what's it like? That is not true. If I can get flamed over here by someone who isn't on the podcast who used to be.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, I mean, look.
Isn't that crazy?
Tell me that is crazy, but also they tell me stuff that they don't tell her. So what does that tell you? So,
Amanda. Get fucking shit on by corporate America and Creighton at the same time.
Really, the two
I just know her face is redder than Jerome.
Really, the two are indistinguishable.
Y'all come over here so I can whoop your ass. I don't even care. Yeah, she would say that's my favorite line. I don't even care. I don't even care. Shut the fuck up. I don't even care.
She cares so much.
She cares so much. Her face gets so red, redder than her name. Well, it's blue in chat for you guys. For me, it's red. Creighton knows all the Pride secrets.
Yes. I know who the next Lion King's going to be.
Oh, my God. I'm freaking out.
Yeah. Freaking
so
out,
fucking,
man.
so fucking. I'm freaking out, dude.
What's that from?
So many things.
No, but it's like a specific movie I have in mind where he's like, I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. I feel like it's a Transformers.
I'm so stressed. Fuck. Now I'm just gonna have to fucking.
See, that should tell you right there. She's worried about what I'm thinking, and she's stressed out. You know how many fucks I give about what she's thinking? None. 0. Oh.
What the fuck?
We killed all the Impalas. Don't fucking say nothing.
So apparently the main one by all of these links is from Super Troopers. I'm freaking out, man. But
that makes sense.
But I haven't seen that, and I know it.
I see. My mind went to a Scooby-Doo thing, but I feel like it's not. Like it's too on the nose for it.
We killed all the Impalas. Don't fucking say nothing. Wait. What the fuck? What's that from? Is that a Super Troopers reference? Okay, we have to get off of this tangent before it gets dangerous.
Gonna go through different
we can go
things.
to a very crazy liminal nothingness conversation that will happen. That happens so often with movies. we can't do that.
We're just gonna start quoting movies.
It's gonna get fucking a cataleptic in here. I'm not ready for it.
Not where the hell are they? When the hell are they?
That's
all right.
That's
You
Food
go,
Lion trade secret.
All right, you Charlie, you go.
What?
You say one.
Say one what?
A lion.
No,
we all try to guess.
Lions eat impalas.
Don't you feel silly?
I feel quite silly.
You silly goose.
I feel like a silly swan.
Amanda said, "Do not." What movie is that from?
Fuck's sake.
It's just gonna be like the
Charlie
movie
and
where
Creighton.
I beat your ass.
Not trying to promote it, but did you guys ever watch my brother's YouTube channel? We aren't going to talk about them. Just wondering. I
sub to it.
I also sub to it. I started a video. I started one of the videos where he was doing a food challenge, and I just haven't
I'm pretty sure I sent
Just haven't sat down and
because
watched
he sent us the link, right?
His kind of content is the one that I'll sit around here one day and I'll finally fuck around and
Yeah.
watch one and then
Yeah.
binge like.
Or
10 of
it'll
them.
pop up on your recommended, and you'll just fucking take a deep dive into it. That's what's been happening for me lately. Is I'll have some like yesterday, for whatever reason, this week has been all about World War II for me, and I found like this history channel that talks about like all this crazy shit that was going on.
Of
There's
course.
this one guy that fucking was a spy in Auschwitz, and how he got in was he basically was captured and brought in pretending to be Jewish.
Yeah.
And he didn't know if he was going to get killed or not, like through the gas chambers. He just was like at the flip of a coin, like, all right, we got to get in there and figure out what's going on, and reported back and was actively telling people, hey, this is what's happening in Germany, and we have to fucking get over there and liberate the camp. And nobody believed him. He was a Polish spy. And he ended up, the Soviets ended up hanging him because they believed he was a German conspirator.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's brutal.
yeah.
I've been stuck on this fucking I think it's called Urban Rescue something on YouTube. It's this dude who he lives in Waco, Texas, and he like rehabilitates animals. The Urban Rescue Ranch. He's fucking hilarious.
Isn't that Ram Ranch?
I don't know what that is. He has the other channel with his stealth camping. I want to watch that one. The Holocaust, my favorite topic. Nah, what do you mean, Amanda? What are you gnawing? So many things were said in the last
we were
minute.
talking about Holocaust. We said you weren't shit.
Not Ram Ranch. Oh. How do you not know Ram Ranch? I don't know. What is it?
I'm gonna let them tell you.
Creighton says it all the time. He's like, Ram Ranch. I'm like, uh-huh. I just always let him think I know what's happening. I have no idea what Ram Ranch is. It's been a Twitch meme since early Twitch.
I'll let them tell you.
I've learned about it involuntarily. God damn it. Am I about to Google Ram Ranch? Actually, everywhere meme. Not fun. Okay, I'll look it up. Ram Ranch storyline. God damn it. It's on fandom. God damn it. Okay, here we go. I'm an adult. Okay. Is this bad? Creighton? Is this rough? Here we go. Ram Ranch, sometimes referred to as...
Wait, before you read that, Copenhagen said, what's Hitler's favorite beverage? Orange juice from concentration.
Copenhagen. Damn. Okay, here we go. Ram Ranch, sometimes referred to as a dude ranch, is a structure created by Tikal Sama, after El Grande Bang created to house his newborn son, Chepe MacDonald. What the fuck? He created 37 men, being 36 cowboys, and their leader, Grant MacDonald, to raise Chepe and teach him the all-important oratory sport, AP Varsity Mock Trial. Okay, here we go.
Joker said, Ram, quotation marks, ranch.
Features. Ram Ranch is home to the largest and most advanced showering facility designed by master crafter Tikal Sharma himself. The yard is quite large, housing at least 18 people. After Grant MacDonald used the creation orb, the destruction done to the ranch by Dick Cheney was undone, and the ranch was rebuilt with fire resistance, meaning that no matter what may befall the ranch, it will never go up in flames again. Inhabitants: Grant MacDonald, 36 cowboys, unnamed, Chepe MacDonald, Lonk P.P. Brendan, Prince Harry, Sean Mendez. U.S. Marine invasion. In the 7th installment of the Ram Ranch Arc, Volume 43, Ram Ranch was under siege, under lockdown.
Volume 43, can't forget.
Under lockdown by 28 U.S. Marines, led by Big Mantis and Cobra. They pulled up in their black Ford Raptor trucks, helicopters landing on the premises shortly after. Their goal was to acquire Prince Harry, who called in the British Army, forcing the conflict to a stalemate. Lonk P.P. Brendan was originally with the U.S. Marines but quickly took to ranch life and settled down there shortly after the conflict ended. The Exodus. After the Battle of Stalingrad, Dick Cheney, who was running out of options, unleashed his final devastation, the oil typhoon. Petroleum rained over the sky, drenching his former home of Texas in the sloshy liquid, all of Texas. The wooden structure of Ram Ranch became permeated with the substance, and since Brendan forgot to turn the oven off before leaving to fight in the battle, The ranch burned to the ground, not the French. The Cowboys, in desperate need for a home, took to the stars. What? After constructing a spaceship from the Iron Giant's corpse, they blasted off, but once they entered outer space, they saw some letters. Friends. Friends.
Look at what Joker said.
That wasn't supposed to be in caps. Yeah, man, sure it wasn't. 36 Cowboys in assless chefs. A large spacecraft pulled up to a rocket ship, and 40 new friends greeted the Cowboys. They led them to Mars, where they had set up a trading post for intergalactic travelers. While resting there, the Cowboy... They spelled there wrong. While resting there, the Cowboys heard tell of the Orb of Creation, a powerful artifact crafted from Tikasama's kidney stone. The Cowboys immediately returned to Earth, and after searching many colleges and universities, they finally found it and were able to rebuild their home. What the fuck? The perpetual rainbow that resides over the skyline of the ranch to embrace acceptance of the LGBTQ people. Yeah. Wow. Fuck yeah.
It fits you
And
perfect.
you guys complained about us talking about Marvel. Yeah, everybody else can go fuck themselves. That was horrible. It's the way Charlie be reading shit. What do you mean the way? I read it. How do you want me to fucking read it? Go fuck yourself, Amanda. God damn it. That was a fucking Shakespearean tragedy. What the fuck? How did that even... What is that? Who? Was that all written like in a fever dream that somebody was having on like a fucking 20-hour Twitch stream? Like, what the fuck? Talk to me like that. Do you know how you talk to me, woman? Charlie reads like, oh my God, how dare you? I'd never read it before.
Not well.
I will whoop your ass too.
Oh, this is so much fun.
Who would have thought we'd have a...
instigator?
You really are too. You're a fucking enabler for instigators. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, yes. This is the best. This might be my favorite podcast.
I don't know. That last one was pretty fucking excellent.
Yeah.
The last podcast was great.
Amanda wasn't
Jojo-
here for that one.
Yeah. You better sleep with one eye open, Chris. Whoa. You need to calm the fuck down, 9/11, okay? I don't want to hear it.
She whipping out the big guns.
Fucking... We won't talk about how you caused 9/11.
She did a whole kilo before coming into this.
Yeah, she's like Tony Montana, just sitting there with a fucking mountain in front of her, just fucking.
She snorted it off of Melissa's neck.
That's a lot. That's a lot of coke. You can fit a lot of coke on the. That's a lot of
No,
neck.
that was the whole kilo. She just still.
She's gonna
one
headbutt.
line.
She's gonna headbutt Charlie and kill him. For context, because she hasn't been here in a while, for anyone listening, Amanda's forehead is fucking enormous by lore. The lore states that her forehead is enormous. Should I be worried? Wait, my name is Chris.
She's like a hammerhead.
I'm crying, Copenhagen. Locked and loaded. Bah ha 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 ha.
You took the time to type all that while you were laughing.
Oh my God, I'm having a fucking heart palpitation. My mouth is still hot from the hot one sauce.
I thought you were
going
going
to
to say your mouth is dry. Great. Amanda, how's it going? Abada. 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 I miss
need to
Ashley.
fucking
I wish
lay
Ashley
down.
was here.
Copenhagen is the only one who can talk about my forehead.
All I said was
That
it
it's
was-
enormous
it
and
was
huge and
a hammerhead, and it's on theme because it's Shark Week, you know. So
Thanks. You have an enormous forehead. Get shit on. Hashtag.
I do
fuck.
too. We both do. I think
Yeah.
all three.
Honestly,
of us do.
I don't have a small forehead.
It's amazing that
My
Melissa
forehead is a
doesn't
third of
have
my
a
head.
a huge forehead because everybody else is.
You called me hammerhead.
Like the shark. Yes.
I mean, look, I think it's
It's
even
very
weirder when
respectable.
people's eyes go all the way to like the top of their head. When people don't have a
Look,
forehead, that's weirder than having a
hammerhead
big one.
sharks are one of my favorite sharks. They look so weird. It's really cool.
And I attribute that to you, Amanda, says Creighton.
It's very, very hydrodynamic. So in a way, I'm complimenting.
Yeah.
You move very fast, so you're aerodynamic. I really wish I was there. Oh, we wish you were here.
There
too.
would be no podcast. She'd be beating us to death. Hashtag me too. Well, with
oh my god.
I would have whooped y'all's asses. I think on all these physical threats, it's a good time
It's
to
just
wrap.
a regular podcast with Amanda.
Yeah, it's a normal.
It's like a ghost.
Yeah,
of-
she honestly did threaten us constantly anyway
Yeah.
when she was here.
She's like, y'all shut the fuck up. I have a story to tell.
Yeah.
And it would literally
then
be
she
like,
would tell
I
it
saw
badly.
Ashley.
Me and Ashley got ice cream,
Mm.
and we're like,
I mean, don't get me-
anything else?
I love
and
the
she would be like,
enthusiasm.
no.
I love the enthusiasm, though. It was really solid.
She would always be like, I said a thing. Now say your stuff. And we're like, fucking, what flavor was the ice cream? What do you want us to say?
Yeah. What's your favorite cookie?
Y'all miss me. We do miss you so much,
Yeah.
actually. Like, look, all jokes aside and
Mhm.
talking shit, like, holy shit, go fuck yourself. We miss you. I'm so mad that you left.
Well,
But you've been replaced, and Melissa's also great, and now, you're forever just not allowed, I don't know, words. No, let's talk about some superhero animated series for 45 minutes that nobody else has seen. Come hang out with me. We should go hang out. What was that breakfast place we went to?
eggs up.
Bro, that place was, we need to go there again.
Yeah.
That place was great.
I want a waffle.
I want a waffle. Want to go to Waffle House after this?
No. I have to work tomorrow.
How early?
Like 10. But
It's
I was
only
gonna,
midnight.
I wanted to watch that video with
Let's
you
go
and
get a
then
waffle,
bounce.
dude. Let's go
No,
get a waffle.
I can't. I can get a waffle at home. I'll just put some in the microwave and then throw some syrup. It'll be better than Waffle House because
No,
it'll be
it won't.
sanitized.
That's true.
Dude.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
no,
you
we
didn't
said
tell
yes.
them.
Let's
you,
go to
you
Eggs Up.
didn't. You didn't tell them the last time you went to Waffle House. Have we talked about that on here?
I've been since.
Oh yeah. Well, I know, but that time is so funny to me.
We went, me and Creighton went to Waffle House. And it was late.
It was after a podcast, wasn't it?
Yes, and there was a lot of people there. And I was very
It was on a
hungry.
Friday.
And I ate a lot of food. And then I had a glass of water. And I don't use straws. I just don't. I don't like straws. I drank from the cup.
He doesn't have a
I
oral
went to go
fixation.
take a sip of my fucking drink in a cup that I assumed was, sanitary or something. But the guy, here's how I know it's really horrible. The guy who works there, he said, hey, I wouldn't drink out of that. I don't know how clean it would be.
It made him so mad.
I
He got up and left.
I was very angry. I was
I-
like, how do you have the fucking audacity to serve the drink and then say it might not be clean?
Look.
Here's an idea. How about you fucking clean it? It's your job. I'm angry. Now.
From my perspective.
But I do want a waffle from Waffle House anyway.
From my perspective, I've seen Charlie that mad so many times in my life, but not recently.
I'm sorry, what do you expect from Waffle
in the
House?
last 5 years,
It's true.
I've only seen Charlie that mad, maybe one other time.
When have I been that mad? Other than that,
I'm struggling to think of it, but I've seen you that mad before.
it's hard. Look,
but that's what I'm saying.
it's
like,
hard to make me angry.
Yeah.
It's easy to make me angry. It's hard for me to get mad.
But that's
and react.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the last time I've seen you mad in like the last 4 or 5 years, like that was probably before we became friends again. You know, so seeing that the glass not being sure if it was clean or not, and you being that mad, fucking dude, I might have had a moment in that Waffle
Next
House.
time you're at Waffle House, ask for the Kennedy special. It's a hash brown double capped. Well, on those horrendous notes, now we are going to end the podcast. I love all of you. This has been a good episode. I enjoyed this episode. We had a blast. I'm glad everyone was here. Joker, it's always a fucking pleasure. I love you.
No
Copenhagen, as usual. Amanda, get shit on. Hashtag I hate you and I love you at the same time.
doubt.
Flint.
Hammerhead.
Flint, I love you so much. You already know. Fucking Cassie, if you're still here watching while making food, I hope the food is good.
That felt good.
And I'm sorry that Creighton talked about the red cauliflower at the beginning
Oh,
of
I'm
this.
so glad I did.
Anyway, you guys have a good night.
What
and
was
we
it?
will
Rectal collapsation?
stop it. We will see you probably like Monday-ish.
Probably.
Maybe
If Charlie goes to
maybe
Cherokee.
Saturday. I'm going to Cherokee.
No.
Maybe Saturday.
Maybe.
But we will.
Oh,
stands
hey,
to be
I might
seen.
be going to a pool party Saturday.
Cool.
Yeah, Brooke and her boyfriend invited me. In
Okay.
April. And you should come too if you're not in Cherokee.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Really, I might just call you and be like, "Come get me," but probably not.
For all the way from Cherokee?
Yeah, just be like, hey,
Honestly,
man, you want to do a
look.
quick fucking 7 to 8 hour and like round trip?
I'd do it.
I know you
I'll
would.
fucking do it.
I know you would. I know if I called you and said, "Hey man, big favor," you'd be like, big favor. What is it?" I'm like, "I need you to come to Cherokee and get me." You'd be like, Psh, "I thought you were gonna say a big favor. That's nothing."
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd look at
This
April.
motherfucker went to the beach to go to a store to buy a hat. that he saw for our friend for his birthday.
Yeah.
Just was like, let me drive 3.5 hours to Myrtle Beach and back real quick to buy a
Actually,
fucking
it was
$10
2.5.
hat.
I cut it down by a lot.
Oh yeah, well Creighton does speed quite.
So it was only 5 hours. So.
only. Anyway, now goodbye. Love you all. Have a good night. We'll see you
Goodbye.
later.
Love you all.
Goodbye, Creighton.
Good night, Creighton.